Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA. It is Tuesday. I think it's the 21st of November 2017, but the year and the day do not matter because what I'm going to talk about is very generic and it will be apropos for any year or day, I think, for a long time. Anyway, I go boondocking. It's different. See, boondocking is, not many people do that, but a lot of people do boondocking. Wow. Anyway, and I've also got a home base here in Central Texas with a full hookup with a aluminum cover and a deck, and I'm here probably 4 or 5, 6 months a year. And I've got me a new 2018 Coachman 16-foot RV called a Clipper Cadet. Anyway, probably going to do some traveling after probably March next year, and go for several months and then come back home. And the way, of course, I've full-time RV'd for I've lived in an RV for 30 years. I pulled an RV for 20 plus years. I went camping in a Toyota Prius for 5 years off and on. I went camping in a pickup with a camper top on it for a while. And so I've done a lot of camping in different ways. I prefer having some niceties, like a good place to sleep and stuff, because I'm getting older. I'm 72 years old. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do this. Hopefully several years, but you never know, because it's all about your health and that can change pretty quick. But anyway, having said that, what I'm going to talk about is basically what I've got here for me is, I call it 3 RVs in 1. And by that I mean, whenever I'm at my home base, of course, I've got a full hookup. Everything, I can put everything out. I can have my little 19-inch TV out. I've got a Google Home device that's basically a speaker, a smart speaker. I've got a 110 volt only refrigerator, which I use at my home base, and also have a 110 volt fan. If it's warm, I just use that type of fan. And of course, then I can take a full shower just using the water pressure from the community water supply that I'm hooked up to. So it's basically like living in a home when I'm at my home base. Then the second type of RV I have is, it's the same RV, of course, it's just I make some changes, is my traveling, boondocking, and dispersed or dry camping RV. And what that is when I kind of clean it out a little bit. So when I go on the road, I don't have the TV. I put it in storage in the front of the RV. The Google Home device goes under the front storage. The 110 volt fan goes under the storage. Then I bring out the Dometic CF18 12 volt refrigerator, which can be used as a refrigerator or as a freezer. It can't be used as both at the same time, but I use it as a refrigerator, and it holds enough product for me for about 5 days. And I also have a Max Air ceiling vent in the bathroom vent. I just had that installed, and it draws virtually no power at all on speeds 1, 2, and 3. And so I'll use it for my vent fan or my fan while I'm dry camping or boondocking or whatever you want to call it. And it's perfect. It's very quiet and it moves a lot of air. And then of course I also have, as most RVs have, is a 12 volt water pump, and I'll use my fresh water tank for shower water, washing dishes or whatever, whatever I need to put water on. And so that's the boondocking setup. And then as far as entertainment, when I'm dry camping or boondocking, since I don't want to use the TV and use my inverter and all that stuff, because that just drains power out of the 120 amp hour battery that I charge with solar, and I'll expand on that in just a second. But I use my laptop or my smartphone for movies, music, etc., because I can stream Pandora using the smartphone, or I can stream Pandora music using the Chromebook that I use. And the way I do that is I have a Verizon unlimited data plan, and I use my phone as a hotspot, and wherever I've got a cell signal, well, I'm good to go with both of those, and I can charge those in the pickup, my Ram pickup, while I'm driving from spot A to spot B to spot C, and that keeps me from having to use the battery power for charging stuff. But how do I charge the battery? I've got a Zamp 120 watt solar portable suitcase portable thing. It's two 60 watt panels, and they put out about anywhere from 6 to 8 amps per hour depending on the amount of sunlight, and they do pretty well in low light too, but I've used them a few times charging the battery and using the Dometic refrigerator and a few other things, and there's no problem with it at all. I also have a O2 Cool fan that can be battery operated or operated off of 12 volt, and so that works if I need it. Now the fan that I've got, the Max Air fan, should be all the fan I need. I haven't used it yet. Well, I've used it here just testing it, and it moves a hell of a lot of air, so I think we'll be good to go with that. So for my boondocking and dry camping, my power source is solar, and that'll provide me 12 volt. And then for my heating the water, I've got a propane hot water heater. It's propane only. It doesn't have a direct ignition. Again, this is a 2018 RV that I have, but I got the bare bones because I didn't want a lot of, quote, ghost drain. And the little control panel on the refrigerators in some RVs can drain. It takes power, man. It'll drain a battery. And I don't think I have any ghost drains in this RV. We'll see. I've got one device down here. It's a carbon monoxide detector, and it's hardwired. It's not battery operated. I do have a battery operated smoke detector, but we'll see how that works out when I get camping. And then, so when I'm dry camping, I've got everything I need. And then if I go to a spot, I call it a semi-spot or a partial hookup. Some state parks, national parks, BLMs, Corps of Engineers will have water and electric and a dump station. And so, then the setup there, of course, if I've got water and electric, if I've got electric, I can do the Google Home and the TV, but I don't use the black water tank at all, okay? And as far as the gray water holding tank, the only thing that goes into that tank is basically shower water, and I use very little soap, and certainly no soap that would damage the environment. I don't use any laundry detergents or anything that's going to be harmful to the environment. So what I'll do there is I will drain whatever water accumulates there on top of the ground, because it's not gonna, it'll just water things and keep them healthy, okay? And as far as not using the black tank, what I do there is I just put a plastic bag over the toilet in the RV for pooping, and dispose of it daily. And then as far as peeing, I just have a 1 gallon jug that I use. Most of the time, since I'm a guy, I'll go out and water the trees like a dog. And but if there's people around and I'm unable to do that, not at night, I don't want to be out in the dark wandering around, I just use that 1 gallon jug, and that works fine. So you see, I've got 1, 2, 3 RVs right here. Actually, I've got 3 different homes right here in this little unit, and I realize it's not as big as most people's master bedroom in a large home for sure. I could park this in your master bedroom, and you probably wouldn't even know I was there, or in your living room. And so having said that, I just wanted to give you a heads up. So when you're looking at an RV, just remember that it has a lot of utility. In other words, it can be a home. I live in mine. I've lived in RVs for 30 years. And so it can be a full-time home. There's no question about that. They're not designed for that because they're not that well built. But they do work well. I mean, I've had several. And, you do get water leaks. If you tow an RV, particularly if it has a front and back window, those seem to be the worst ones for leaks. Any hole that you have in the roof is a potential leak at some point. I don't have an exterior antenna on the roof. I don't have a roof AC, so I've eliminated 2 potential leaks right there. Of course, I've got 3 windows, and I've got a window AC instead of a roof AC. So there's some potentials for some leaks, but I'm hopeful that I can manage them very easily with just some silicone seal and take care of them as they arise. And having said that, guys, Yeah, I'm set up. I've got this little diamond polish. You know, I'm going to change a few minor things. I'm going to put a new shower curtain in. I'm going to add a little riser along the base of the shower because it seems like the water splashes out pretty easily on the floor, and I don't like that. So I'll rig up something there. All the lighting inside this RV is all LED, and it's got a group 27 AGM 75 amp hour battery for the RV, and that will power the lighting and the 12-volt battery, 12-volt pump, water pump, very easily and use very little power. And so what I'll do is during the day I will charge the 120 amp hour AGM battery, and once it's full then I'll switch over to the lead acid battery and charge it. And there's on the controller of the solar panels, there's a way to change the solar charger for AGM batteries or lead acid batteries, because it does a different type of charge for each type of battery so that it doesn't damage them, and so that takes care of that. So I think I'm good to go. It's just a matter of two things happening. One, I need to sell the 2013 Jayco J-Flight that I have for sale. I've got it parked on a lot in Kingsland, Texas, and if any of you people live near or want to buy an RV and you want to drive to Kingsland, Texas and pick it up, I promise you I will make you an offer you can't refuse. You know, right now I've got it priced at $11,995, but for those of you that watch this video, I will give you my rock bottom price of $9,950. You leave a comment, you come get it, it's yours, okay? Because I'd like to get it done. You know what I mean? Because people call, you know, I've got it on Craigslist in Austin and San Antonio, Texas, and people call, they run all kinds of scams. I really don't want to put up with that crap. And so my rock bottom price is $9,950. That is not negotiable. So if you call, that's the price. That, you know, I'm hoping to get around 11 for it if somebody locally contacts me, not through this video. But this video is going to be titled 3 RVs in 1, and if you leave a comment about it and you want to come pick up that RV for $9,950, let me give you a little better description so you can find the specs at doing a Google search, and you won't have to ask me about what it is, because you can find out everything about it on the internet. It is a 2013 Jayco J-Flight 26BH. BH means bunkhouse. The total length is 29 feet. The living space is 26 feet. It has 2 bunk beds. In the rear, it has a dining room table that makes into a bed, of course, and then there's a sofa that folds out into almost a queen-size bed. There's also a brand new mattress on the queen-size bed in the front of the RV. The reason it's brand new is when I bought the RV that I'm in right now, it came with a brand new queen-size bed. However, I have a twin-size bed that I like better, and I brought it and put it in this RV, put the new mattress into the Jayco J-Flight 26BH. So, so again, you can check out the specs on Google. Just do a Google search for 2013 Jayco J-Flight 26BH and see what you think. It has always been kept under a cover. There's never been a dog in it. I've never smoked in it. It's just been me. It's been towed less than 300 miles. The roof is like new. The awning is like new. Everything's in excellent shape. Everything works. It's never had a water leak of any kind. And so if you're interested in a cream puff of a RV and you've got something to tow it with, leave me a comment, or I'll give you my email. My email address is rusty78609@yahoo.com, and we can communicate that way. Again, it's in Kingsland, Texas, which is near Austin, Texas. And so if you're in the area and you want to buy a great RV for a reasonable price, I got one for sale. And also you got 3 RVs in 1 there. So anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. It's good for you. It will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll help you lose weight, believe it or not, because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. Okay? Now, what else? You know, take deep breaths. in through your nose, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out through your mouth. Why? Because, well, that relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. Another thing you can do is, stretch those arms, boom, 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 and, move around. That's what it's all about. But, again, if you're interested in an RV, buy it. Oh, also, you guys that have used the Amazon link in the description, thumbs up to you. I'm an Amazon affiliate for you new guys that watch this. And in every description on my videos, I put an Amazon link to Amazon products. If you use the link and go to Amazon and buy anything, I get a small commission, which helps. And if you don't want to use it, don't worry about it. So anyway, adios amigos, bye-bye. Bye-bye my used or J-Code J-Flight RV.